We spoke about the trailer that was coming out, and actually the episode, before the episode came out, where Brother Enigma was going to appear on Gogo Maweini's show, Togoza Gogo, right? Now, the episode came out, the conversations are out there. Now, I'll leave one of those conversations down in the description below. You can go and check the video, which I want to address here. I'm not going to play the video. As I've already said, my network is very low right now. It won't allow me to be playing and what. So, what I want to do, I want to talk about this particular portion of this conversation where Maweni went and met Brother Enigma, and when they were sitting there, there was this person over here who was talking, and the other madam on the other side who was displaying her backside, and then Maweni herself. Now, you see, Bazalwane, or everyone else, not everyone is Bazalwane. Iqiniso alina bangani. I want to hammer this emphatically with an emphasis. With emphasis, I want to hammer this home. And I hope this message gets to Umaweni. Sisters, molfuni qiniso hambo yedwa. So you see what happened on that show. So first of all, Enigma is there talking about his experiences, right? You know, the revelations and so forth and all those type of things. So on the previous episode, we spoke about the backside display. If you guys were interested in truth, why if you think you want to have an authentic conversation with someone that will lead somewhere, do you want to provide them with temptations? Why? It doesn't make any sense, right? That was what we were talking about on the previous episode, where I questioned intention of that conversation. So now on this episode, after seeing the discussion and seeing what transpired here, Maweni would have rather gone by herself. So Maweni had this conversation with someone. This person said, you know, I think you should go to church. So maybe explore a different path of spirituality and all, right? Fair enough. We're very open people. We're church people. We love God. We are not difficult. We are not difficult. We just love God, and we happen to work with the book. Anybody can go and buy the book. It has 66 chapters. It has 66 books. Very simple. You can literally finish. There are even Bible study things that allow you to even finish this whole book in a year. Okay? They will tell you which chapters to read, and you can be able to read the entire thing in a year. So, after that conversation of saying, you know, go to church, Maweni should have gone to this conversation by herself. Let me tell you why. The moment she starts speaking and she has her own criticism, dude over here has his own criticism. So his criticisms also now come in. So you see, that's where the issue comes now. You see, Maweni was told by herself, go to church. But now, when she goes to meet a person who, according to social media, she's seen trending, you know. Now remember, the Bible says very clearly, whether, anyhow, the gospel gets preached. So, Enigma could have literally gotten Jesus to Maweni. Either ways, whether you believe it, you don't believe it, he could have gotten Jesus to Maweni, because she won't hear anybody else. She wanted to hear something from Enigma, and Enigma could have gotten that across. But problem is here. You see, you have your reasons for not believing the Bible. This person has their reasons for not believing the Bible. This one has their own reasons. For example, I'm giving an example. I don't know these people, right? The lady over there who was displaying backside business, she might just want to live her own way. She doesn't care about church, nothing, you know, all this spiritual, we are wasting her time. She just wants to, you know, be herself, do whatever she wants. That might be her issue. Dude over there might have his own issues with the Bible, particularly doctrinal issues. He might believe contrary to doctrines. I heard him there wanting to dissect things, and I'm like, hey, What are we dissecting? What is brotherhood dissecting? So he might have his issues pertaining doctrines that he is dealing with. And then Umaweni might have her own issues that about God, particularly due to conversations I've had her speaking previously. So now look at all these things. This is going to cause a problem. Because manje, this one will ask one question, this one will bring up this own question. This one, before you know it, an hour has passed. The conversation hasn't gone anywhere. So you are best off when you are going there by yourself. You are investigating truth, you investigate truth by yourself. Iqiniso alinabangani. We become friends after truth. If all my friends said, Ricky, they found me here, right? Papa Yini. They found me in truth. Papa Yini. There's no hate. There's no argument. No, Papa Yini. It's that simple. Iqiniso alina bangani. Because at the end of it, I'm going to stand before God and I'm going to answer what did I believe and how far did I go with questions pertaining what I had issues with. And how did I deal with that? How did I deal with all of that? So now if I go there with friends, I go there with this one who wants to ask doctrinal issues. I go there with this one who has issues of lifestyle. And then I go with you on the other side dealing with issues about the character of God. These things are going to make a very long conversation at the end. Because in that conversation, dude was talking. And at the end of the day, Maweni, that conversation you had that led you to coming here and thinking you wanted to have this conversation, what happens to that conversation? What happens to that seeking, individual seeking? Doesn't go anywhere because now everybody else is saying their own thing. Iqiniso hambu yedwa. In truth, hamba solo. If we treat truth with group mentality, you get into trouble. Because very easily, everybody else's problem becomes my problem. Whereas I don't get into Daulen. I've said this before. There are people that have got scientific questions about God. I don't. It's never bothered me. Not even a day. There are people that question, how can a good God allow bad things to happen? I've never struggled with that question. That has never been my question. My question was always, which one is right? That was always my question. Ever since. Which one is right? Catholicism? Is it Islam? Is it what? Is it which one? Is it Pentecostal? That's always been my question. Which is right? Then I had other friends who had questions about, how equity, all these economic and political issues, how equity translates capitalism. It's not my question. Now your question be that. Yeah, keep me out of it. It's very important when you are pursuing truth, you do so knowing very well, I have my questions, this person has my question. Now, I don't have to tell them I have my own questions. No, I must know it. I have my own questions. That person probably has his own questions, that his questions are not my questions. You have the internet nowadays. Google it. Ask questions online. You want to know what God thinks about that thing? Google it. Check on YouTube. If Google is too much reading, search on YouTube. There are videos all over the place. There's people like me that make 2-3 videos. We are tackling different belief systems, questions, where, in any corner of the subject. You want truth, seek it by yourself. Not that we can't find truth with friends. No. Don't get the wrong idea. We can find truth with friends, but we can also find ourselves now in a very long-winded conversation, which should not have been, because everyone is asking their own questions. This conversation, if Umaweni wanted a conversation with Enigma, she should have done that by herself. Because then Enigma is answering your questions. Oh, this person, then this person. It just, and now because it's TV makes people act funny. Like you see now, Because they were being playful. Now you became playful. Hambu yotati inyoka laphaya. Because your friend was being funny to Enigma. Now, it now spins to you now. You don't care about the conversation. What is it that made you bring Enigma? Yeah. It was there what you wanted, right? Even though if might, we don't know. And yet, yes, we don't know people's intentions. We don't question people's intention. That one is for God to know. When that person said, you should go to church, then you thought, you know what? Let me see someone who's church talk on social media, right? You thought that's a conversation worth having. Unless it was just for TV. If it was just for TV, then it's fine, my sister. Yeah, no, don't worry yourself. Don't worry. At the end of the day, when there is a day one must ask these questions concerning truth, which one is right, what, there is a day. But my advice would be, ask truth directly. When you have questions, you kneel and you pray to God. God will answer. He will send a person who literally has that answer. That's how God functions. But Maulogu, if you keep putting distractions, other people's questions that you don't have those questions, and then they are now, you create a problem around yourself. And when you have too many yes men around you, too many people that just say yes, when you say something, they say yes. Big problem. So our souls will toil it because those people, they become dependent on you. So if they become dependent on you as inyanga and all those sangoma things, so if you are saying that you are leaving, what happens to them? So they're going to keep you. They want to keep you there. If you want to ask questions concerning truth, hambuyeta, because then the questions will be sufficient directly to you. Structurally show with daily Christian commentary videos. Unfortunately, whatever that quest to go, either to go to a church or to go to a person affiliated with a church, was in emptiness, because now it just became a mockery and what. If you're going to seek truth, humble yet, sisters, you still have time. Right? Still have time. The Bible says, as long as today as is today, when the truth still stands, do not harden your heart. Google the verse, you'll see which verse it is. It says, do not harden. When the truth, it says, do not. Because truth comes to fulfill its thing. It either will confirm that you are an unbeliever and you hate God, or it will affirm that you truly are seeking that thing. But if you're going to do so by yourself. Abangani, they will distract you. It's Ricky, we're done.